Hey everybody, welcome back. We are looking at some fun new scales right here from our good friends at Rogue Bladeworks. Check them out. They have some really cool stuff in stock right now and some more stuff on the way. But these are some G-10 scales in a wave pattern, milling, and they're incredible. And I don't know if you noticed, but they delete the lanyard hole, a little bit more curved design. We'll look at that in just a minute. But they got some cool stuff for bug outs, mini bug outs, other knives, the Taggedout, roguebladeworks.com right here. I'll put a link down in the description. Really cool. So you got your Benchmade Taggedout. Got some really cool Grivery scales, but maybe you're like, I want to get my favorite color. I want to put some G10 on there. And you know what? I want to make them a little bit more ergonomical. So you can see right here, we're lining up the pivot. It's going to move this barrel spacer over a little bit. It's going to delete that lanyard hole design. You get a little bit more comfort in the hand out of it. I'm really digging this. So I have checked these out before, and you guys, I'm impressed. So I've personally seen a couple sets already, and let's get these swapped out, okay? So you're going to need a couple tools. Of course, I would recommend a good driver, good bit driver. We have a T10 Torx bit for your pivot, and we have a T6 for your body screws. And we have a cool little tool from Flytanium. This allows you to do the pivot on this one and keep it all assembled, and we're just gonna do a quick swap. Now we do have to take the pocket clip off and rotate that over, but I'm gonna show you how to do this really quick. So we're gonna take our bit driver. This is a tourist driver from Journey Tool Co. This is the River's Edge Cutlery Edition. Had to go with the anodized blue, of course, but let's take this pivot out. And we're just gonna, and this one, my Taggedout's already been slicked up. If you guys don't know what it is, slick them all. Get it down in the description. It's amazing stuff when you take your knives apart. So this one, obviously, we're gonna pull back the tension here a little bit. We're gonna insert this right here. We're gonna push this through, and it's obviously got the, the D shape because that's where you got the flat side. That's up towards the spine on this one. So we're gonna save these two right here. We're gonna put our T6 back in, and we're gonna get to work. We're going to take this pocket clip off first, and this holds all your tension, so it's really good in that factor. Go through this mini deep carry pocket clip from Benchmade. Way to go on this Taggedout. You got two screws here to hold that in. You take them off a little bit like this. You can keep the screws in. Put that off to the side. Let's see here. So we'll go ahead. Let's get this side swapped out real quick. And the really cool part is we'll be able to, we're going to have to swap that barrel screw stuff over, so, or the barrel spacers, I'm sorry. So we're not going to be able to see too much of that, but you guys will see what's going on here. You guys will get it and be like, oh, snap. And I think we'll be able to get, you got 3 of them on here. So we'll show you how to get rid of those, swap them over. And once you get this last one off, it's going to just be a breeze to get through. But let me know down in the description. Let me know what your favorite color or scale is. Of course, you guys know I like the blue ones. So if you haven't seen inside the Taggedout, you can see all that cool kind of stability and support they have inside there. So, it reduces that flex quite a bit. And of course, the pocket's there for your liners, which is pretty nifty. So we can go ahead and look at this one a little bit. But you notice if you get your pivot lined up here, you're not going to really get most of those into the holes. So we're going to have to take those off the other side. So if you're not comfortable doing this, obviously you need to tape the blade up a little bit, a little safety first. So we'll take these out real quick, put those down. And I may have to take these orange barrel spacers and give them a little shot of some flat black paint or something just to, kind of even them out. But I think the blue and orange is going to look kind of cool. I can kind of see it next to those scales right there. I think we're going to be good. So, all right. So we got those off right there. So we can go ahead. We can take this other side apart real quick. You only got 2 screws left. Like I said, be careful. You got that select edge on there. It's going to be super duper slicey. You just got to be really careful. We're going to do it without getting cut, right? That's the goal. That's the goal. But like I said, a little painter's tape on there. You're good to go. This will hold everything together. You can take your other scale off. Same thing on the inside. We'll put that off to the side for a minute, and we'll get this nice and lined up. Now, of course, you want to get these dialed in. My biggest thing is I'm just going to put them in there real gently, real lightly, tighten them down. Nothing too heavy because we want to get everything lined up so your centering's good. So we'll just get them locked in here a little bit. And once we get, that one wants to go already. It's like, I know where I'm going. I'm going right there. So we use a different screw for this one. It obviously didn't want to be in that hole. And we want to respect its choice, you know. So we got the liners in on this side. Now, we're going to put in, you can see right here, you got plenty of room for that edge to cut through. And when it sticks out a little bit, you got plenty of room right there for your barrel spacers. You're good to go. So we'll drop these in here one at a time. There we go. And that one's going to sit pretty close. But once you're dialed in, don't be afraid. It's going to be all good to go for you. And they are pocketed, so they do have a little bit of a shape to kind of hold their position. So we'll get those dialed in there. I like that blue and orange. I like that blue and orange. Sorry if I'm going off camera here. I'm trying to get those lined up at the same time without getting a little slicey on the finger, you know. Let's get that one tightened up. And on these barrel spacers, it's fine to go ahead and tighten those down most of the way, just not over tighten. You know, you got aluminum you're dealing with, and you know, you don't want to strip anything out, but you want to make sure they go in the hole completely. I don't know if you can see this. We'll show this real quick. You got a little bit of a flat shape on each side. That's going to fit right inside there. And you'll feel them when they drop in. So you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm liking this look already with the blue. Oh, I got to be careful on this one. This one's right by the tip there, so hold on a second. Let's rotate this out. And then let's flip it over. Little Rogue Bladeworks insignia in there. Digging that. All right, so we got this one in. Blade away from us. I just didn't want to catch the tip of that blade because it is sharp as sharp. All right. Now, let's go ahead and put the other side on. You can obviously see the liner's going to sit apart. You want to make sure that pin's in good up here. So just give that a little press to make sure it kind of evens out. Then you can see that kind of spacing lines up for your liners on this side. I always like to put this liner screw in first over here. It's just going to tighten it up a little bit. Kind of give you a firm one. I'm not going to tighten this one too far down, just so it's a little bit snug, catches a little bit. I'm going to do the other liner one up here. Then we'll get the rest of those barrel spacers secured in. And then we'll put our pivot in, and we'll put our pocket clip back on. Now you can get them drilled for right-handed or left-handed. I got mine drilled for right-handed, so pretty simple, pretty simple. I think we lost a screw somewhere, so we'll have to find that real quick. Hopefully that didn't go down on the carpet or anything. Let's find out where that screw went. Of course, we're missing a screw already. Okay, well, we'll come back to that in a second. I'm not sure, unless it stayed in the scale. Let's look. Nope. You guys have probably seen it on camera. It's hiding here somewhere, I'm sure. But let's go ahead, close this up, safety first. We'll look at our blade centering. It is spot on blade centering, so that is really, really good. So I'm just gonna tighten up these on your liners just to make sure they're snug. And then we'll get to work on the pivot here in just a second. And then we'll do a little metal hunt for for our other body screw here. And the important part is, obviously, if you have these, this pocket clip's going to cover that a little bit on that end one. So make sure that screws in first. So we'll get these in. This is looking good. I kind of like that pop of orange. Might have to leave that for now. Kind of that Gator feel, or Boise State or something, you know. And then we'll look for this, once we get the pivot in, we'll look for that other body screw, but no, it's not hiding in the knife either. All right, bonus points to whoever leaves the first comment of where the pivot screw is. Or not pivot screw, the body screw. Okay, so we'll put this one back in. Obviously, flat side lines up with the flat side up here. We'll pull back on this, give it a little bit of pressure. That tool is going to pop right out. Your pivot is back in on this side. We got our T10 back in here. We're going to dial this in. A little pressure to keep it in the hole. I like to dial mine all the way in and then back it out just a little bit and start looking for tension. All right, we need a little bit less. And then, of course, once you get it dialed into where you want, that's pretty good. I'll put some pivots, some Loctite on that pivot screw. I'll take it back out. What do you guys think? This is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. The blue G10. Now, I've seen purple. I've seen OD green and orange, all sorts of stuff. So if you want to keep that orange factor to it, you know what I mean? You can get some orange G10. But just look at, the details. So much more comfortable in hand. It just takes away some of that space. So it fits right in there. Kind of goes with the curve of the inside of your palm. Wow, this is incredible. I really dig this. So check it out, roguebladeworks.com. I think these are $79.95. You get the G10 scales. You can get plain or wave pattern on most of them. Like I said, he's also got some carbon fiber and stuff and some G10 for bug outs right now and stuff on the website. And you guys, the Grizzly Ridge ones are in as well. Let me know down in the comments where you think that other screw is. I will post whoever posted up first. I will let you know if you got it right, and I will pin your comment in there. But huge shout out to Rogue Bladeworks for sending these out so I can check them out. I think this is a home run. You guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure, #DSKFS, do something kind for someone. But you guys take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Catch you on the next one.